When I look around the school, the classrooms, the courtyard, and I see the best that our world has to offer being educated in this school, I'm just overwhelmed at times with the emotions of where we're going and where our students are going, what they're going to do, the impact they're going to have, the changes that they're going to make, the glory of God that they're going to show to our world. The history of Jesuit education has been one that has produced leaders, men of faith, men of service. And what we're doing now is continuing that mission, continuing that history, continuing that tradition.
The campaign is entitled Minds and Hearts Enlightened. So how do we enlighten minds and hearts? Well, you have to have men who embody the Jesuit spirit, who live it every day.
I think it's a call to change the world, not for yourself, but for everyone around you.
And a key component of that is we're preparing our young men to be leaders.
You cannot walk 2 blocks without coming across a person who went to Jesuit high school who is a leader in this community.
Those experiences that you have really force you to become self-assured and therefore become a leader, because you know how to lead yourself, and therefore it should help you learn to lead others.
What my grandfather told me growing up, who went to Jesuit, what my father told me, who went to Jesuit, it instilled something in me to where if you have knowledge, you have these resources, if you're not giving them to somebody, why do you have them?
And so I think in a lot of ways, you become ingrained with the idea of service being a daily part of your life.
It's about giving back to your fellow man, it's about giving back to your community. It's about all of us coming together to make the world a better place.
To give back and make a difference in other people's lives, that's what's important. Men for others.
Being a man for others, helping each other out.
Total dedication of the self towards God, all that you do.
Keep God in my daily life.
How can we be better for one another?
It makes you very much aware of the fact that your responsibility in the classroom is not simply to prepare the students intellectually, but also to help them become men of faith and men for others.
So the campaign addresses 5 key areas: renovating the classrooms, addressing the needs of the Bank Street wing, adding a new building to campus, making the gym a multi-purpose arena, and increasing the endowment.
That starts in the classroom here for us. I want to make sure that we have exactly what they need for the current possibilities of education.
The way that Jesuit High School approaches technology is through the question of what's going to be best for the students.
The teacher's able to, project a map up on the screen if he needs to show you where exactly we're talking about.
It really gives sort of a more depth to the class.
Definitely influence how involved people are, how attentive they are to the lesson in front of them.
Our curriculum sets up the type of technology that we need. We want to prepare these classrooms for the future, not just for the next couple years, but for the anticipated needs down the road.
How much they're able to really visualize and discuss the information that they're being told and ask meaningful questions about that.
Helps everybody to focus, helps everybody to have the same experience no matter where they are in the classroom.
We have 11 Jesuits living on campus and 9 of us work in the school. The Bank Street wing, which was originally only intended to be a residence, is nearly a century old. The plumbing and electricity need to be overhauled and space reconfigured, including adding a pedestrian bridge to keep students safe crossing over to the athletic facilities. And even with those changes, we still don't have the space or the security that we need.
So we're also looking at the possibility of creating a new administrative wing. And that will help with security and organization. So we'll be able to put the administrative aspects in the new building and then leave the rest of the complex for student-focused activities, classrooms, and office space.
And there are certain functions that you wish to have the student body together. In my day, I think we were run to 900. We could fit the entire student body in the auditorium and in the chapel without too much trouble, and maybe had a few spare seats.
That space just doesn't accommodate the entire student body. So with the renovations and the updates over there in the arena, we'll be able to accommodate the entire student body for
more assemblies in there, more activities like pep rallies and things. The locker rooms, those are getting redone. We're getting a film room and get them air conditioned, so that's nice. It really opens up the variety of things that can happen.
I want Jesuit High School to continue to be the best Catholic high school in the area. And we need the resources and the facilities to maintain that edge.
It's important for the school to maintain the quality of the building in order to provide the quality education to our kids.
One real critical aspect of this campaign is the focus on growing the endowment. We know that tuition goes up every year.
The endowment helps us make sure that we get a good socioeconomic mix in our institution. And I think that's very valuable for the students here.
The ability to raise funds so that more kids can come here.
To raise them up as one is pretty profound.
Not only we turn out great leaders, and not only we turn out excellence in academics and athletics,
Jesuits really preparing their students to interact in a modern global economy with people from different backgrounds.
So many different people from so many different backgrounds with so many different interests, and it unites them all with this love of education.
A diversity and a love for learning.
And that gives power. It is an incredible opportunity for our young men.
One of the happiest days I have here is when I sign the award letters that go out for financial aid for families, because the first thing I think of is we made a difference in that young man's life. We made a difference in that family's life.
My hope for the future is that they will look back on their years and will continue to care deeply about the future of Jesuit High School.
Being an alumnus, you always hope your institution stays around for many, many years, maybe even long after I'm gone.
Jesuit gave me the complete experience between education, spirituality, and athletics. And you look back and you see what you've learned as an individual and growing up to be a man and a professional.
I would say that Jesuit has changed my life.
one of the most remarkable things is that school's been around for as long as it has. And, you know, I look to the next 200 years and I know we'll still be talking about AMDG and we'll still be talking about a man for others.
It takes your investment to get others to follow your example.
When I arrived here, I inherited the great traditions of Jesuit High School.
This campaign is the culmination of the work of 3 presidents, all 3 looking to the future, but with an appreciation for what came before us and who came before us.
Your donation to this campaign for Minds and Hearts Enlightened will make a huge difference. I'm passionate about the Minds and Hearts Enlightened campaign. We're all in this together, and our goal is to make men of faith and men for others.